Good evening, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Uh, what part of the day it is, and it's great to see you here. We had been doing some preparation, and we have put up here at the board. Um, at the board, we had tried to look into the groups, and at the moment we could see there are about 6, 7 groups, and already we have been talking about that it's in the groups from now on it's happening. So maybe if you write your name so we can just get it right. If you write your name in the chat, if you are not in a group, so we can assist you. So please let us make a kind of status comments about the groups. Some might even not want to be in a group, who somewhat say, well, they would like to take part and they would like to make their own film because they have experience already in recording, and so they just want to have the inspiration. But some other would like to be a kind of a network group. But please write in the chat if you're not yet are in a group. Do you mind in the chat? Want to have a comment? Oh, sorry, I don't know all your names, so I don't. We're just trying to make a kind of status of. But if you look at the board here, we just go through it here. We could see so far there's quite an experienced Spanish group one with Alfonso, some group leader, and the group leader's role actually will be more or less kind of coordinated, some coordination, and so that would be. But of course, the members also had to help out. So it's quite a big group there. But and now Lira already mentioned that she would prefer to be in a smaller group. That's great, no problem. We have a Chinese group also, a small group there, and we have a German group also. Then we have quite a big, at the moment, European group, and that's what I mean by, well, I think maybe there's room for 2 groups there. And I haven't put your names in there, so people have been doing that themselves. So I expect it's all right. And then just write a small summary of your idea, because this Google document is not for big things. Just to have kind of overview in the process. Because you might still have to make your own group Google document for collecting your materials, and even a Dropbox and things like that. That would be the first thing you had to sort out in the group. I will now try to turn to the next page. I will go to my link up here, page 2. And maybe, Barbara, you could carry on a bit more while I copy-paste.
Alrighty. There are a lot of people here that I have not seen before, which is interesting. I assume you've all gone to the earlier weeks. Is there anybody here who has not attended the earlier weeks? If so, it'd be very useful if you put in chat that you're new or you missed the previous week, something so that we have some idea. Okay, so I see 2. And Hazel and Corellia, and I'm not sure how to say that name, and that's it. Sophia, are you in groups?
So it appears that I've been put in group 6, which is fine, but my schedule is a little bit chaotic right now, so I don't want the group to count on me for scheduling. But if anyone needs an extra,
I think that those groups were we were trying to figure out where people wanted to be, and if we've got it wrong, please correct it. That is a document you can go into and correct.
Sure, sure. Yeah, and I have no problem helping them out. I think it'd be fun, but I don't want them to wait for me for scheduling.
Okay, and if anybody missed some of the weeks, if you go to the wiki, you should be able to link to the types of information that were given out. I know, let's see, for week 1, we were just looking at sample machinimas to get people inspired. For week 2, there was information on how to emote and use gestures and just the whole process of what you should go to in preparing to film. And for the preparing to film part, you can go to the PowerPoint link that's in the wiki for week 2. And there are also 2 boxes up front that you can click on to get the contents of things that were given out in week 2. Now for week 3, that's this week, we're going to worry more about places that you can film if you have not already selected a place, practicing taking snapshots and live footage so that before next week you can actually get some footage done that we can then practice editing so that by week 5 you can have your machinimas pretty much done so that we can, by the end of week 5, show them to everybody. Does anybody have any questions on that so far? I see that YT Epsilon has posted a link for the, if you've missed the role playing. Now, that what Alfonso recorded was not the instruction part. He recorded a sample of us trying out role playing. And I'm not sure if it's still here, but I will check with Peonia and make sure that she puts a link to her PowerPoint on the wiki so that anybody could get caught up if they needed to.
Okay, I will just my slide. Can everybody see my slide? Or that's just a Google document. Can everybody see it? If you can't see it, you can't see it. No. White screen. Okay. Okay. That's a pity. I'll put a link in the chat then.
If he's putting a link in the chat, that means that you're going to the document that can be modified. So that's a useful link for you to have anyway.
But it's actually not the... maybe we should...
Well, if they want to sort around which group they're in, where should they go?
Yes. At least you saw the first 4 groups, and we have here group 5 and 6. We have an English American group. That's about 4 people: Arius, Landon, Sophia, T, and Rachel. And Barbara will be moderator there. You need to find a group leader. And of course, we have this big European group also with Lynn. And that's mainly people from the Atlantis, I can see. Abras, Frank, and Chip, and so on. So they are quite a strong group. And there were also at the other one, there was a Chinese group. They are also from the Atlantis, so they will do something around there. So there are still, 7, 8. You can make smaller groups, make us number 7, just put your name in there. Or if you haven't been on the list, then put your name in there. And you can use the message system at our Ning to contact some, so you can communicate at first at the beginning, but then I will suggest that you make like a Google document for the group to communicate, because it's going to be a bit problematic then. So that's more or less the status of the group situation, and I think it's well. I don't know how many of you had managed to communicate about having a small story already, had been out taking pictures of locations and so on. But we are going today to go on a small trip, and that means actually I'm also quite. I mean, which kind of tools do you bring here? Do you have fraps? Do you have Camtasia? Because we are going to use some of that today. I mean, everybody can take pictures and put it in a file at the computer. So that would be mainly picture taking on that tour, and put them into your file. But you also need to editing them. So we're a bit interested here. Are you using Fraps for filming, or Camtasia, or maybe a third part, or some other? And how are you going to editing it? So it would be quite nice if you maybe in the chat would state which kind of recording tool you're thinking about using or already are confident with. Okay, Slante say a bit. Yes, okay. ScreenFlow, okay. Camtasia, kjaer, and Fraps, yes. So we have a kind of mixture of tools, and that's all right. That's natural. We will be able to help you out with your programs. Well, some of them I don't know, but I mean programs are more or less the same in many ways. Barbara, could we just look at the program before we start putting out that HUD?
Before
Barbara?
we do the HUD? Okay, so we've talked about groups. I am curious, before we go any further, how many of you have already written some sort of script? Or at least brainstormed what it would be? Okay, we got some brainstorming. Because that is the first place that you should be. Ours is more factual. Okay, I see that. You should at least, rough out an outline and figure out what props and things that you're going to need, because when it comes time to film, you will have enough on your plate without having to go, oh yeah, what we were going to do here. So the more of the pre-filming steps you can do before you actually film, the better it will be for you.
And already
Okay.
we have some of the stories. I mean, I can hear from for instance, the German group. They're saying a German story for children of the lion who runs away, and the Atlantis people, they want to do something language instruction at Atlantis, and of course the Spanish group want to do it around that TV series, and the Chinese want to do something about Chinese conversation group. That's an idea is, yeah. So, I mean, if you just write that down in your group and then you start.
And Jens, it says here in the chat that someone has a question about file sharing. And I know you have opinions about that, so perhaps you could share your file sharing ideas.
Yes, I mean, file sharing, yeah, that's a very important topic. I mean, I would say firstly, you already know when you take pictures, keep in a folder, because then you can't find them afterwards, and especially when you're going to film, because your editing program will not work when you film if you put your files recording all over the show. So keep it in a folder. At the same time, use a Dropbox. We used that last year, but you had to be aware about the file size. I mean, even getting friends, you are allowed to be around 5 gigabyte at a Dropbox, but you might have less. So you had to consider how file sharing are going to be, and at the same time you will have to. You might even say, okay, we might go into Google and make a Google Hangout or use a Skype waits for our meeting, because there you can do some screen sharing and show each other. So it's important to talk about that and make a plan how it's going to be. It could also be another way that say, okay, in my group last year together with the rest there, we decided, because it wasn't a good education process that it was only one person doing the editing. So we decided, well, it seemed to be, why not make 4 separate films and then glue them together. I mean, so then we managed all to come through the process. But you had to discuss that and find a way around that to get the best result. Was it more or less answer to the question?
Okay, that's good. That certainly is an important issue. And Jens and I have personally tried everything he mentioned. I don't know, for me, I suppose my favorite was using not SlideShare.
Dropbox?
No, when we talk on the phone and we can look at each other's screen. Skype. Jeez.
Okay, yes.
Okay. I like Skype because we could really see what was in each other's screens. I like that, and I like the Google Docs because we can be talking to each other in Second Life and looking at ourselves writing on the same document inside the Google Doc. So between those two, I thought those were the best.
And the new things, Google Hangouts or Google Hangout, there's a lot of possibilities, smart tools coming out there. I'm not so experienced in it, but I tried it a bit and it looked great. So, but it's great, for instance, that's working, you can already see how we work here in the group document here, how I noticed there were about 7 or 8 people in there and they did things at the same time. That's great. So you can start up, and you can have a chat on the right side, you can have a chat going at the same time, so you can coordinate and say, okay, so you can have like a brainstorm and have a conversation, and then if you are at Skype at the same time, you have everything going and together with Second Life. So yes. Okay, Barbara.
Okay, so that means that we are ready to go ahead and get the HUD.
Yes.
And just, we're trying to anticipate where you are and what questions you have. But if we miss things, we will be online in world a lot. So if you're working with your group doing something, even if it's something as simple as, gosh, we need to find a costume for a queen, and I have no idea where to go. Does anybody have one? Just IM us, stuff like that, props, whatever. Because we have a wealth of possessions that are transferable and lots of ideas. One of the things we want you to do right now is to become aware of some pre-made sets that have been created by the Machinima Open Studio project, which was created because sometimes when you go places in Second Life to film, they want you to have special permission, or they don't have voice activated. So Machinima Open Studio project decided we want to create something that machinists anywhere can come and use without those problems. And it's a wonderful resource, but for us just to tell you it's there is not quite the same as going to it yourself and seeing some of the possibilities. And the best way to go there and explore those possibilities is with a HUD from that place. So we're going to give you a HUD right now. You could just go to the welcome. Jens, can you hear me? I crashed.
Oh no. Barbara, can you hear me? Yeah. Now I think I can. Excellent. I have given a HUD to you. And Liras, you should receive a HUD now.
You can just share with everybody nearby.
Bosa, you get one now. And Red Cat, you get one now.
So when you get it, find it in your inventory and add it to what you're wearing.
Hope you getting it.
Did you just share with everybody?
I'll hammer it out.
You should just share with everybody at once that's nearby. But as long as everybody has it, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I wonder what the echo is. Okay, now it's gone. Okay, if you have put on or added to your outfit the HUD, you should see appearing on the upper left-hand side of your screen a black box with white text that are links to the many different places where you can go in the Machinima Open Studio project to do your filming. So we thought that we'd all go visit a few of those together, and you'll see how easy it is to move among them, and then you can explore the rest on your own.
I think everybody should have received it now. If you haven't received it, please let us share it.
No, I haven't. Yeah,
You have
Can
it,
I have a
okay.
HUD, please?
Yeah. You should have it now, Carol.
Thank
and
you.
Dubosa. Okay, Dubosa, you got it? Dubosa got it now? Okay. Then it should turn up in your left side.
Can I have
Barbara,
a
you
HUD,
told-
please?
Yeah.
Who
How are
is
you
saying
all
that?
tonight? I am.
Here, I try again.
Hazel, I think that is.
Did you get it, Dubosa?
It's Hazel, I think, that's not got the
Hazel?
hood.
Okay, I'll give Hazel one. I have to take it back off me to do it, though.
Should I?
Okay.
I have it here.
I got it. I'll get her. Hazel.
Ah,
Okay,
Carol,
it
I
should be
got-
arriving.
So, who haven't got it? Please, thank you. Okay, you got it, Hazel. Great. You can see the black box. Okay. Yes. So that you can have for the rest of the course there. I will show you smart tricks to hide it away sometimes when you are recording, but it will at the moment it will stay on when you record it. But we have a way to take it away when you do your filming.
And
So-
YT Epsilon, you had a question about sharing this with other people. Please do. It's totally full perm. You're allowed to share it with anybody. So if they've missed this session, we'll try to put it in a box as well, but please share it with them so that they can easily get to the different places.
Okay, Then now the exercise will be what? Did you put up
I'm going to
the
go
posters
to
here?
Studio 1. So it's called Soundstage 1. You'll look down toward the bottom and you'll see that there are 4 sound stages.
Maybe everybody should have it up. Are you all right? Did you see the stage 1?
And you need to stand up, otherwise you won't be able to stand up later. So everybody stands. Then everybody looks at the bar with the white writing. And you're going to go to Soundstage 1. Click on it. You'll get a teleport thing. Say yes to that, and we'll see you there.
I tried to do a close-up of the dog and it ran away.
All right, everyone is here. Great.
Yes. So I just told about the different camera angles. Try to use us. We could go in the room here, maybe so you could have some close up and total. So it's going to be how many should you take? Well, after this being around here, you should have about, to make a small photo store, about I think about 20, 25. Isn't that around the area?
Oh, well, they're just practicing taking snapshots and seeing what's available here. They don't really have to take that many shots.
Just to make like, yeah, maybe 10, 15, Nick. But it's also a question of getting used to that camera control.
Okay.
That the camera control is quite an important thing to play around with. I don't know how you do it. I normally use Control Alt, and then I scroll into my object and zoom in there, and then have a close up, and then.
Okay. I see people have spread out a little bit, but does everybody know how to take a picture? Is there anyone who doesn't know how to take a picture? If you don't know how to take a picture, then you should stay in the center near us. If you know how to take a picture, you can go to the... Well, you probably should wait, because we also want to show you a trick with camera controls. Okay, to take a picture is very easy. You look at what you want to take a picture of. You can zoom in closer or not by finding your camera controls. So the first step is for you to find your camera controls. They are at the bottom. The bottom bar, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 from the left or 3 from the right. You'll see camera controls, and it has a little eyeball. So click on that tab. When you click on that tab, you get a little square that has a circle control, a sliding control, and a square control. It also has at the bottom a picture of a camera. But we're going to first worry about the upper controls. If you want to look at something more closely, go to the middle control, the sliding control, and press on the plus, and it will zoom you in. If when you zoomed in, you are not quite where you want to be, go to the square control and use the up, down, or left and right arrows to reposition what you're looking at.
Barbara, did you bring the small box, for that funny exercise, how to find out what's in your box, in that chest?
I can res it right now if you'd like.
It could be interesting to see what's inside that chest.
Yeah, and I'll also res the instructions for using camera controls. So let's see.
So try to collect some picture of how you can zoom in and out. Well, if you can't show that with pictures, but you can have a close up and a total of some of us here or some of the scenes there.
Okay, I'm making a box. I'm going to stretch it to a big size. Ooh, not that big. I'm going to hollow it out. I'm going to rotate it so you can't cheat. Oh, that's going to be hard. I'm going to need a top part on it. Maybe I should not. I don't know where my chest is. That's the problem. And I don't know if just anybody can grab it or not. Okay, well, the other thing to do is I could put a lid on this box and then put something in it. It's probably easier than trying to sort out where the... So let me just make another one. Here. Here's another one. We will quickly stretch it. We are going to shrink. We're going to make it less thick. Okay, because it's going to be a lid for our box. Then we're going to raise it and put it on top of the box. And that should pretty much do it. I probably should look above it to see. And then I'm going to put a secret item inside the box. And the only way you'll be able to tell me if you have used your controls correctly is if you get the item.
I couldn't take a copy.
It doesn't matter. I've got another box. I just am going to put something in it. Yeah, but I don't want anybody to see. Everybody look away. Close your eyes.
What is it we are doing?
We're going to use your camera controls to see inside the box. And when you see inside the box, you will see an object which I want you to take and wear. Once I see you wearing the object, I know that you have been able to use your camera controls correctly. Does that make sense?
I can't
Right.
do anything
And
in the
why-
box.
But
Well,
it's nice
Carol,
to be,
you're going to have to go back to learning 101.
Yeah, I can't see anything in the box at all.
It's too tiny. Maybe I need to put something bigger in it. Where did it go?
I really can't see it, honestly. I'm not joking.
Okay, let me take another look inside and see what happens.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yesterday I couldn't see Barbara. That's very...
what
yes,
is nice with this camera control is that in that way you are able to go through the walls when you are filming. You are able to be much more free in your camera movement and the things. So that's why you're wasting time on this bit here.
Wasting time?
Sorry, sorry, not wasting time. Using time.
How couldn't see Barbara, so should we trust her? Hey, you guys. Okay,
I can
I'm
see you
inside
in the box. Yeah, I see you. That's different.
Okay, and I'm going to put something else in here. Maybe that what I put in there wasn't full perm, so let me try something else. There's always something. Of course, it's highly likely
Maybe some-
Carol won't be able to see it.
But maybe somebody
no,
are
no.
already in the box now with their camera.
Yeah,
Well,
some-
I'm watching Barbara. I've been in the box for ages. I still can't see it. I can't see it.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's see.
It out.
Let me try once more.
Can't take what I can see.
It's.
Okay.
I see something. Do you see something now?
Definitely.
Yes, yes. Was it too big to take?
Too big to take? Should
Yeah.
it be?
I can
It might
return
be
it.
hard because I'm in the way. Let me move out of the way.
I thought it was
can-
you. I thought that's what we could take.
You cannot take
Wow.
it.
Create, edit. Oh no, we can't take it. No,
No.
not allowed.
No, not
I
allowed.
know what's inside.
Yeah, we all know what's
Who knows
inside, but we
it?
can't take it.
Who knows
I can
it?
put a giver in there.
That would be good, yes.
Thing is, are there anybody using Space Navigator here? Space Navigator.
yeah, I've got one in my left hand, but at the moment I'm using my right hand. I'm using my mouse.
I mean, it's a big, expensive tool. It cost me about 150 pounds, and you can actually do the same with the camera control. But
Oh,
I like it.
Okay, this one that I put in there now, you should be able, and hopefully it's not picking out the edge. Oh, yes. That would be
little bit.
cheating.
Osna, but how did you
Hey,
come
you
in?
can't go in the box.
How did you come in, Osna?
it wasn't me. It was my avatar.
And
You double click on the ground, you can go anywhere you want. But that's not what we were working on right now, Osna.
No.
it's too advanced.
He's like that after.
Well,
8 o'clock
Almut's
in the
just
evening.
sent a message. He can't come, sadly. He's teaching.
Okay, now if you click on the object in the box, you should get a copy in your inventory and you can wear it.
Who's doing it?
Osna, would you come out of the box?
I'm trying hard.
Okay, Osna, use your controls, your
It's
camera
just a metaphor.
controls. Yeah, to see outside the box, and then double click on the floor somewhere outside the box, and it will move your avatar.
I've got another trick. Just a moment.
I'm not sure about your tricks.
I'll teleport you. Osna. I'll teleport you. Hang on.
Okay.
I'll teleport
Okay.
you out. All right, Osna, I'm teleporting you now. He's not coming out. I just teleported you.
Oh my, it's so big. This isn't what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, he's out. He's out.
You're supposed to click on it, touch. Yes, that's what it is. And then you'll get a message that asks if you want to keep it, and you say yes. Then you go to your inventory.
I really don't understand this.
Okay. Can you see inside the box? Who said that? I really don't understand this. Yes, the green thing is what you're trying to get. You know, I don't know why it's not giving like it's supposed to.
It did
And
for
it's
me,
much
honestly.
too large. And you're wearing it?
Slanted Sophia, yeah.
Oh, okay. I maybe took the original. Oh, look at that. How cute. Okay, who said I really don't understand this? Oh, you can't see inside the box. You know what it is, but you can't see. Let's see. DePosa, where are you?
Me. How are you all tonight? I am.
I have to get your names on because I can't tell who's who. Let me go. Preferences. Show names. Okay.
I can't see inside the box.
Okay. What you need to do you have your camera controls visible? You click on your camera controls. I can use my camera controls, but you can't see inside the box. Okay, so you need to try to rotate. What are you seeing? What are you seeing right now? Okay, I see you. Just a box. Okay, can you zoom in?
How are you all tonight? I am very well, thanks.
Hey, is she a robot?
Yes, that's a robot. Must be.
No, it's a voice.
It's coming from Hazel's avatar.
Voice.
Alina D.
Thing.
Oh yeah.
Forget it.
Forget it.
How are you all tonight? I'm
great.
Okay, well,
Can you
I'm going to put up a board. I'm going to put up a board that has some of this information on it. It's not just a wall. If you get inside, you'll see something big and green that you need to touch. Okay, let me put this in a better location. This is going to block where we are. Your head gets inside and disappears. You should not be moving your avatar to it. You should only be moving your camera controls. Your avatar doesn't move. That's the great thing about it. So you can go places. If there's a locked door, you can see behind it without going in. Okay, I'm going to put this slideshow here on the right page that shows about how to use your camera controls.
Yay.
And I'm going to make it bigger, I think.
Great way to spy on students. Slanted Sophia, you wouldn't spy on students.
Never. Not unless I do.
Just a bit bigger,
Absolutely.
maybe you can make it a bit bigger.
That's
Let me
pretty
find
big.
the right slide first. Okay, how to walk or fly, we already know that. How to examine an object from far away. Here we have the controls that you're looking for.
Press first, just a moment. So somebody who can't see it?
Wow, I think everybody's got it. Has everybody got it now?
Everybody's got a hat?
No, yeah, I think everybody's got a hat.
You had to
Oh
zoom
no,
in
sorry,
with your
Carla.
camera.
Carla hasn't. And Letty hasn't. Okay. Carla, can you zoom in with your camera?
Pale red cat.
No, you don't need to move anywhere. It should have given it to you, Valred Cat. Okay, so it's in your inventory in the recent items. You just right click and choose where.
Alina got it, yay.
I think there's only Letty now that hasn't actually got it.
No, we have Osna over here. He's wearing a beret.
Where's
He's got
Osna?
it.
Osna?
And then we got
Is
the
he-
tiger
Yeah.
walking into trying to go inside
It's
the box.
right. I keep trying to get in with the camera controls. Well, Alt actually, and Alt and whatnot. And
No, don't
it
do
just
Alt.
no.
No,
it
you're
doesn't take
going
me.
to use your camera controls.
Ah,
Purely use them. Go right, go up, go down,
yeah,
hover
yeah,
over the box, drop down into it.
yeah. I'm with you.
I got it, but it's not on my hat. I saved it, though, in my inventory.
Okay. So now you can go
Okay.
into your inventory and wear it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we can't believe you got it.
Okay.
Take recent inventory. It should be there. Mad Hatter. Party hat.
Winchell, you're not wearing a hat.
I'm just a bad driver.
Can you see in the box a little bit now?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm just missing it all the time. That's all.
Okay, well, that's one of the reasons why we have this exercise, so that
Yeah.
you can practice. Because
Yep.
when you're filming, you don't want to be worrying about this. You want to have already
Yeah, it's
known how
true.
to do this.
Yeah.
Right click and wear it, Valred Cat. Right click and choose where.
A slanted Sophia's looking stunning in her hat.
You're too kind.
And now you
Hope
must
you
all
see that
repeat after
I'm
me. I
wearing
will
it.
not spy on students.
Wow! We got it all.
I will not spy on students. Where's the gesture for crossing your fingers? Sorry.
Okay, now there is a treasure chest on the sky platform where we were that has this hat in it. Maybe I'll put something else in it, but so that you
Yes.
can practice as well. But you can practice on anything. Stand outside a house somewhere and go through the walls and go upstairs. You do not need to move your avatar to see things.
That's one of the
Makes
great
it-
things. Yeah, that's a great thing that you're able to move much more freely around with your camera instead of having your avatar fixed at one point and all that. So it gives you a kind of freedom. But we still what happened to Letty? Letty, what happened to you? You were the only one.
Oh,
she
you
had it.
didn't see me. I had it on and put it off again. I'm
Oh,
very
you have to-
clever. Do you want me to put it on again?
That's
Yes.
all right.
And
Okay.
Velvet Cat, is your cat able to wear a hat?
I cat?
No. Yeah, I don't know. No, Valred Cat? Are cats able to wear hats?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yes, it's a Mad Hatter party hat, and you right-click on it and choose wear, and it will appear on your head. And with our pretty kitty cat here, it may not appear on your head. It may appear on your tail, for all I know. I don't know.
Okay, but I think, I mean, there's still at the Sky platform you can practice it, and at this poster here, which we also have around, you can see it in writing also.
Yeah,
So,
and that slideshow there that Jens is standing in front of, you should be able to take a copy of that. Of course, whenever I say that, it doesn't work, but try to take a copy. Anybody besides me. Of course, I can take a copy. I'm the owner. Oh, don't take it. You take a copy, not the whole thing. Jeez. Carol, was that you?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I could do. Hang on, let me put it back. I'll find it. I'll find it. Hang on.
Also you took my poster last night.
No, I didn't take it. No, I didn't take
no,
it.
you deleted it.
Absolutely.
Okay, let me look in the permissions on this, because my goal was to allow everybody to take a copy, and it explains many things about doing things in Second Life. Okay.
There you are, protecting it for you. See, somebody's on my side.
But Barbara, we can put that. I mean, you can collect it later, so you can.
So now what we were going to do at this location, using your camera controls, stay standing in the middle of the room, but use your camera controls to go inside at least 2, maybe 3 of the different stages and take a picture. If I see you moving your avatars in there, I know you're cheating.
But you are such a strict teacher.
I am.
We are adults, not children.
Yeah, well, you'll thank me for it later.
Okay. Yes. And I'm
Barbara,
a spoiled.
Sorry, sometimes the camera control stops in front of, a box or a place or a carpet.
Because you've already zoomed in all the way. If that's the case, then you're going to have to use your rotate in the circle or the arrow keys to move you more in that direction, and then...
Well, I tried everything to get on the my avatars and me people on their lap, but it didn't work, you see.
I honestly find it much easier to use the Alt key and just zoom in on anything.
There is a video as well as this screen that I've made to show you how to do some of these things. And we'll give you the link, and it's in the wiki as well. And you need to look at it and practice it. So you might want to look at a little bit of the video, stop, practice the skill, look at another little bit of the video, stop, practice the skill. We'll get an overview of the video when we go back to the platform later.
Close up here and total when you play around here, it's quite you're quite free to move the camera because you're standing in the right another place in the corner, and then your camera is just moving all over that. Fun. Hello, Hazel. I'm zooming in at you. Oh.
Okay, let's see what I'm looking. Carol, maybe you can help me figure out why this is not working. Maybe what I should do. Sometimes it works if I set it to buy, but Object Pro, not File.
It's fine, Barbara. If you go on the second thing, it does say take a copy. It was just the first circle. Sorry, that was my fault. That said
okay.
Take. If you go into the more,
here I thought I didn't set it up right.
If you go into more, it definitely then says take a copy. It's fine, everybody can take it. On mine, it definitely says on more, yes. More, and then you can take a copy.
Mine, when I touch it, take copy pops up automatically.
Right, well I'm using Firestorm. Firestorm I'm using, so... On Firestorm, you have
so
to go to more.
Everybody has a hat. Yeah, even, oh, look, the kitty cat's wearing a hat. I love it.
Oh.
Tried to pinch Carol's, but I couldn't.
You can have mine. Yes, I'll give you mine.
Who took the box? Somebody took the box. That's
No, that wasn't
cheating.
me. No, that wasn't me.
Jesus.
No, not me. Honestly, not me. I didn't do it.
Okay, well, anybody should be able to touch the hat now. Cat in the hat. That's cute. Anybody should be able to take a copy of the slideshow, which explains all of this in more detail. And
I can't take
the
copy of the hat.
You just
it's grayed
click on
out.
it. Not the hat. You don't take a copy of the hat. You just click on the hat.
Just touch it, yeah.
Yeah.
For these pictures, is it more useful for us to save them to our inventory or to our computer? What's the next step?
So now it's important that you have them in a folder. Start thinking in folder and keeping your things for your photo store and your filming in a folder at your computer, at your laptop or your stationery. It's very, very important, that file organizing.
But on the computer rather than in world.
Yeah,
well,
exactly. Yes.
Actually, I don't take in-world pictures. What I do, and this is my personal choice, but I use screen capture because if you take an in-world picture, it takes everything. And I don't want everything. I want just part of the picture. With screen capture, I can select what's in my picture. And then I can also immediately put it in my files so that it's organized. And those are the pictures I'm going to put into Camtasia or whatever software you're using for making your movie. If I take the pictures in Second Life, then when I want to have the pictures outside of Second Life, it's a problem because it saves them as a Targa or something. And I cannot put those into...
Or JPEG or PNG.
Yeah.
You can just choose what you save it as.
It wasn't giving me that option when I tried to do it.
JPEG or PNG or Targa.
Yes. I normally make them in JPEG I normally use the built-in snapshots, and I normally organize it. If I'm on a tour, I always take a first picture because they had to be located to the right folder for pictures for that tour. So instead of it come in and it gets so unorganized that you can't find it from that tour and that thing. So make folders for each trip and each day where you're doing things. But that's just a normal view I use. Barbara is quite smart that she could separate and instead of having all this area in the background or left and right side.
Okay, and Velred Cat, you asked about what is screen capture. What are you using? A Mac or a PC? Windows 7? What things are you using? PC, okay. And so you probably have Windows 7. Yeah, okay. If you go into your programs, like your Start button, it's probably very similar to a Grab. There is a snipping tool. Yes, in the accessories. I don't know. I have mine pinned to my toolbar. So I don't remember where you find it anymore. Because
I'm sure it's in accessories. Yes, mine's pinned to my toolbar as well.
So let's see.
That's it. Yeah, scissors. That's the one. That's the snipping tool.
Yeah.
And then all you do, you open it up, and it will give you some choices. You will want to click on New. It looks like scissors around a white circle with red outlining it. You click on New, and your screen goes gray. When your screen is gray, that means you're ready to select. You'll see a little cross, a white cross. Click on that somewhere and drag it, and the grayness goes away from whatever you've selected to include in the picture. When you have the picture you want, drop the white X, and you'll now see a preview of it showing up in the snipping tool. If you like that preview, you can save it, give it a file name, and it'll be a picture on your computer. Or if you want to use it immediately in a document, you can just go edit copy and put it right into a document.
I use some time for when I want, because normally you don't have the name tag. Link for that, and then I have a link direct to the picture I've taken, so I can send to somebody with Ying, and that's a free tool.
Okay, so how are we doing?
45 minutes left, folks. So,
okay.
Lot to get through.
Okay. At any rate, at this point, you've at least used your camera controls a little bit in order to get the hat. You've got the slideshow on how to get the hat and how to use your controls. Hopefully, you've taken a picture of something. But experiment with it. And I will put some more things on the wiki that might help you. The next thing would be to actually try to film something. And I thought we'd try a different soundstage for that, just so that you see another soundstage. So you should still have your HUD on, and to the left, this time choose Soundstage 2, and everybody teleport to Soundstage 2.
We will just stay here if there's any problem here, but let us see.
I'm going to go there.
Quite easily. Yeah, if you go over there, I stay here.
It's always useful when you teleport to move a little bit so you're not standing on other people. Okay, and you can see that this soundstage is quite different than the other one. These all look kind of mystic. So there are 4 sound stages. If each sound stage has 5 sets, that's 20 sound stages there. Plus, you've got another single ones, Peaceful Valley, New Orleans, Gypsy Camp. You have about 30 sets you can use here. Okay, so we want to practice filming. And that depends on what you have for your software. Could everybody again tell me what software you're using for filming? Are you using Fraps? Are you using Camtasia? What are people using?
Very useful.
Good.
How are you all tonight? I am very...
ScreenFlow?
Oh, sorry.
Let's wait for Jens to join us, and once he joins us, maybe we need to make some decisions. Snagit and Camtasia.
I have both.
Because you're using so many different programs, I'm not sure how to do this. Boy, we had kind of wanted everybody to pick up the free copy of Camtasia so we'd all be on the same page. Maybe we can go to different corners of this room and with those of us who know how to use these different things, and walk through filming just a tiny bit, a couple of seconds, 10 seconds worth of video. So if you have Camtasia, you could come to me. And if you have ScreenFlow, you can go to Winchell. I'm sure Carol knows how to use Fraps. When Jens knows how to use Fraps. Jens.
Yes.
Go stand in a corner.
Yeah, go in a corner, yes.
And you will help anybody who has Fraps.
Yeah, we go over here in this corner here with Fraps. And I can give you some tips. Okay, both are using
Carol,
Fraps.
You're going to be what?
I don't know. What do you want me to be? I don't know ScreenFlow.
So,
I think everybody's covered, aren't they now? With ScreenFlow, Fraps, and Camtasia. Is there anything else?
There seem to Oh, I see. They're with Winchell. It looks like there's some people in the middle who aren't with anybody.
Sorry, Hazel. Which did you say you got?
Videos I made on how to make a machinima. I used Camtasia for every example. So if you're using Camtasia, you're set.
Cool. Sounds good. Okay.
Okay,
I'll finish my filming here.
Camtasia is very fast.
Yes.
Oh, that's it. Stop. Good.
What's happened to the Fraps people? They seem to have disappeared.
Well, they've probably gone into private chat.
We are here. We're just standing over here. Red
If you go over to Jens, you can do that.
Yeah.
He's in the corner. Awesome.
He moved.
I mean, the thing is, with Fraps, you should. I mean, normally it's if. So we go back now.
Mm-hmm. Everybody should be going back to our starting point.
Yeah, but the problem is, how do people go back? Yeah, that could be a problem. I think I will put the link here. Just hang on.
Okay. Thank you, Carol. Carol's got it.
Okay, great.
Thank you. I enjoyed it very much.
If you can hear me, I can't even see where you are. Week 2, there are instructions for tours. It said we should click on the toolbar box and hit advance. After that, hit character, but I haven't got that option. Carlara in chat, but I don't understand it, I'm afraid. You can't see Barbara. What?
No, don't tell me that.
Where is she?
Endemic.
Oh, where are you, Barbara? Because I can't see you.
So,
where are you?
Oh, I'm dying, that's why. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. Oh, dear.
Oh, yes, he is here now. Great.
I crashed, sorry.
Okay. So, great, we are all here. No one is left behind. And we have some pictures in the box and some live footage. And of course, we discovered now here we have Fraps and Camtasia and a third one. Please, well, you know the name of it. ScreenFlow, yes. Yes. So we will hear there's only about 20 minutes left, and we will try to sum up what's going on now. And because there are certain tricks I would like to convey to you.
Well, let's take a look at the one video, Jens.
Yeah, yes, just relax, yes.
The
best way to learn how to use software like Camtasia is to dive in and do a small project. So let's start by importing some photos and turning them into a machinima. When we have mastered this, tackling live footage will be less daunting. We've prepared some photos for you to use for this workshop. You can import them by going to Import Media and going to our Dropbox account. It's a public folder named Machinima Workshop, and you're going to go to the folder called Photo Collection for Project 1. You want to select all of the photos and click Open. They will immediately appear inside your clip bin. Now you want to move all of these photos onto one of your tracks. You can do it individually by dragging and dropping, or you could choose to put all of the photos in at once by selecting all of them and then dragging and dropping them onto a track. Now they're not going to be in the right sequence, so what you need to do is click anywhere on the track so you're no longer touching all of the photos, and if you hold your cursor over a particular clip, you'll see its title. You can see this is the first clip that we want, so I'm going to click on it and move it over to the beginning of the track. Here's clip 2, I'll move that over. Here's clip 3, and so on until you have them all. If you get to a point where you don't have enough space to insert a clip where you want to put it, you can move a lot of clips at one time out of the way by holding your cursor and dragging through them, then pick them up and drag them to their new location, click anywhere, and continue moving your clips where you'd like them to be. Now all of my clips are in the right order. However, you'll notice as they start to play through that they're not an appropriate size because we have all this black screen around them that we don't want. So let's pause here for a moment, go back to the beginning, and show you how to correct your photo sizes. What you want to do is pull on a corner, don't just pull on a side, because that'll distort the picture, until you have filled up the black space. If the resulting picture is not like I would like it to be, I can move it over so that she is centered, and again, grab a corner and pull it till there is no black visible. You can pull off the screen if you want to have a larger version of her, for example. You can select the next photo by clicking on the arrow with a straight line next to it. Click on the picture, drag, corners, until I have no more black. Oops. Now I have a problem because I can't see a corner. So I'm going to pull it down so I can see a corner, then move it, and put it back into position. Okay, when you have finished resizing all of the photos, it's time to add some motion. Let's go back to our opening shot. What motion could we add? We're going to click on the Zoom and Pan button, and you can see another preview screen here. This is the Zoom and Pan preview screen. If I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to drag on a corner, reposition. Let's say I want to zoom in really close to her face. Alright, now I want to play with the clip down here. And it's too small to see very well, so I'm going to click on this magnifying glass to make it easier to work with. Whenever you insert Zoom and Pan, you will see an extra bar appear at the bottom of the clip. If I click on that arrow, it disappears. If I want to work with it, I click it open. This is the Zoom and Pan we just added, but that will only make the zoom very close and tiny near the beginning of the clip. So I want to move that to the end of the clip Then grab its tail and pull it back to the beginning of the clip so that I have a long zoom. Okay, let's play that and see what it looks like. That's a very smooth zoom into her head. Now, with this clip, we could zoom in right to his glasses as if we're seeing the world through his eyes. We're going to try something different here. We're going to have more than one set of motions. So I'm going to put that about the halfway point. Now I'm going to insert another motion. I'm going to zoom back out. So we're going to be zooming in and out on this rabbit. And then let's take a look. Zooming in, zooming out. So you're going to play with all of your different photos using your zoom and pan. Another way that you can make still photos appear to move is with the Visual Properties tab. This Visual Property tab has it so you can make things spin around in different ways. And to illustrate this, I've done this with the picture of the Queen of Hearts. You can see down here that I've put in 4 different movements. Each time I've changed how much the picture rotates so it looks like she's moving her head. Watch this part of the screen as I play it and see how the numbers change. She's turning, she's turning, she's turning. When you finish playing with the different clips by zooming in and out and using visual properties, it's time to add transitions between the clips. Otherwise, when you're watching it, it's too jerky. For example, I watched this particular clip, and right at the end, I snap to another clip. To avoid that type of problem, between each of your clips, you can add a transition. If the transition tab is not showing, click on the More tab to get the transition tab option. Then you can see a range of transitions you can use. I tend to prefer the simple fade. Some of the other transitions are too distracting, but you can experiment. Let's try putting a transition between 2 scenes and play it again and see how it looks. Now, if I think that that's still too rough, I can lengthen the transition. So let's go to where the transition is, and I pull on it, and now it's longer, and let's play and see how much of a difference that makes. Once you've added all your transitions, it's time to work with your narration. I'm late. It's for a very important date. Oh my, where did the rabbit go? I'm going to follow it. We're almost done. We just need to add a title, credits, and music. The easiest way to add a title is to move the entire set of clips away from the edge, then extend the first clip and insert a callout inside that clip. So I'm going to click on Add Callout. I don't want it to have fill, so I'm going to select No Fill. I want it just to be a rectangle, and then I need to type my title in here. Now I might want to change the type of font. I highlight it. I look for something interesting. Broadway makes an interesting script. It clearly needs to be much larger. And I can change how much space it takes up on the screen and where it's located. And I think I'll move her over a little bit. Okay, there's our title. You can add a fade in, fade out. That's always nice. There is by default a fade out on this one. So I'm just going to pull the fade in to match it. And then let's take a look at what it looks like. We make credits in the same way. I'll just go to the end, move down so I can see it. I'm going to select the last clip. I'm going to pull on the end of it to make it longer, maybe twice as long as it was. Then I'm going to add a call out. It's already set up in the font, but in this case, that's not what I want to add. So we're going to get rid of that. Make the text a little smaller because we're going to have more text than in our title. Let's just go down to 36. I want to know who wrote the script, who filmed it, who edited it. We're going to have music. I don't know exactly what it is yet, but I'm going to put the line here and I'll add the text later. The very last step is to add some music. To do this, it's easiest to go to the library and see if there's something you would like to use. For example, the song La Ti Da works fairly well with the Alice story. So I'm going to come up here and click on Full Song and drop it onto my third track. I'll move it so it starts at the very beginning. And see, did it cover everything or not? And yes, it goes beyond the end of the tape, so I'm good. So all I need to do is cut off the excess and add the title of this song to my credits. So I'm going to move my marker to the end of my tape, click on the music tape, click on separate, click on this and delete it. And then a nice little step to do is if we go into audio, we'll select our music track and we're going to do fade in, fade out. If the music track is too loud, I can grab the pale line at the top of the music track and pull it down so that it's less than 100%. Now don't forget, you have to go back to your callouts tab and edit what's inside the text box to show the music that you chose.
Thank you very much, Barbara. I enjoyed your film very much. I were the rabbit and Barbara was just ordering me around. That was a big job, but you can maybe later see the small Alice in Wonderland film we made. It took hours, but we had fun.
Yeah, and I don't know that we're going to have a chance to go into too much more other than letting you know to use the wiki and use us and practice. So there are 4 videos to look at on the wiki. One, the one you just watched. Then an example of a film we made just using photos to show you that even if you make mistakes when you're filming, and you can no longer get more footage, it doesn't matter. You can use your still photos to do an amazing number of things. Those same techniques will then apply to making a film with live footage. And there's an instruction machinima for that, which is the third link shown above. And there's an example of me following the instructions to make another Alice in Wonderland, but this time from live footage. So there are a lot of things for you to look at, and what we would hope at is that you are able to get some raw footage for next week of whatever your story is, and that you look through those videos and start to play with the things so that then we can go into Adobe Connect with you and solve specific problems that you're having.
Yes.
Jens just put in chat a really good hint too. It's often the case that you have a lot of extra garbage on your screen, and your menus, your people's names, and you don't want to see those things. If just before you start filming, after you've got your camera set up, your view, just to where you need them to be, then click on Control-Alt-F1, and all that extra stuff won't show in your filming.
You go back
but
again
all of these things are also covered in the third video.
Special one small attention, that is now you got that hot. That's quite useful, but how do you get it away when you make your film and your pictures? And I put a key how to do it. And of course you have to do it again to get it on again. So, okay. Yes, and well, to a change, it's right in time, and we finished with a film, and we have been around our topic for today. Are there any questions we should pay attention to? Just hope you are in the groups and you get organized and look at all the tons of materials we have. We try to minimize this kind of info overflow which you are experiencing, but there's so much material. But we want you with the best. Barbara?
Yeah, and really the example machinimas we made on making machinimas should help you go at your own pace. And since Camtasia is free, at least for a trial, and the instructions
I'm not free. I'm not free, Barbara.
happen to have been made with Camtasia, you might want to consider using it just for this course, because then it'll match exactly along with the instructions I made in Camtasia.
Of course, if you're
free, but hey.
But of course, if you're using Fraps, I mean, and other, for instance, Movie Maker, that's also a very typical, and a lot of people using it. Then don't invest the money in Camtasia if you don't. But I mean, you could also try it out. That's why we decided, okay, we're just going to go for one tool, because Camtasia is very general, and you can have for 30 days and test out, because you're not wasting your time at all going that way. But yes.
Somebody had a question.
Okay.
Lyra, what was your question?
Okay. If I make finally a new group, even with 2 people, who will be the Evo moderator?
Whoever you want. I would think it would be you if you're making the group, but it doesn't matter. And if you want somebody to help you, I would be happy to help.
We will help you.
Yeah, Jens or you, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
No problem.
Thanks.
Just tell us when you're meeting, and we'll try to join you whenever you're meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You just, find out when it's convenient for you, and we will sort that out, and we will start having a meeting, and you can bring you two, and I will assist you as much as you can do.
Nice.
And that's true for anybody. We have kind of divvied up who the moderators are, but don't hesitate to let us know when you're meeting, and if possible, we'll drop in on your meetings or meet with you individually.
We do that with the Ning or Facebook, or what is the best channel to communicate with you?
Probably any of them, or you can come in world and just send us an IM. Have you friended us?
Yes, I think so, yes. So it'll be easy. Yeah.
So if you send me an IM, it automatically goes to my email. And I'll get it. I check my email regularly. Probably more regularly than anything else. And I don't know. Jens, what works best for you?
Jens?
Yes.
Okay.
It will work the same for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, I will probably write a message with Second Life. It will be better.
Okay.
So thank you, Barbara. It was really nice, and I learned a lot, like always. And thank you very much for your links.
You're very welcome.
For your explanations. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Thanks ever so much, everybody. I'm going to go and get some dinner. See you all soon.
Oh, dinner.
Yeah,
I had to make
hungry.
early here today. I'm the cook here in the house.
All right, see you all soon. Thanks ever so
See you.
much.
Thank
Bye
you,
for
Carol.
now. See
Bye-bye.
you soon. Bye.
And me too. Thank you very much, guys. This is great.